y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Magical Shante 888. I just wanted to pop on and do a general reading, starting off with the wonderful fire signs. Um, it's quiet. I could just, just breathe in that good ass prana, baby. My kids are finally well and they're back at school. It's Friday. My little one is at daycare, so I am feeling good. Okay, it's Friday, and I had an amazingly abundant week. I hope that you all had a great week too. I have had literally a shift in energy. It feels like just with the amount of things that are finally coming into alignment after what seemed like an eternity in a tower moment. It seemed like I was just living and reliving a tower moment in different versions. But I finally feel like I'm kind of getting out of that. And I've learned so many lessons throughout the time of me having those tower moments. Um, if you hear that beep sound, that's my dang, what is that? Fire, what is it? Fire alarm. And it needs to be changed. So I'm gonna have to either do it myself or call the maintenance man to come do it. Anyways, um, I just got really great news this week. I thought I was gonna have to move out of my place. I don't have to move. Y'all, when I tell you spirit, God, source, the divine, however, whoever you want to, like whatever you resonate with, has had my back because I finally got to a place where I was just like, okay, the way that I'm thinking, the way that I'm working, the way that I'm trying to control the situation is not working. And I released, and it just, I literally came to a point to where the last like 2 weeks I've accepted the fact that I was gonna have to move. And I think that that shifted stuff for me and allowed me to keep some of the things that I thought I was gonna lose. And it's not that I don't want to, like, it's kind of like a thing where I want to move. Like, that is my intention. This year is the year that I'm going to be moving. But I was hoping for it to be in a way that I wouldn't have to rush and have to figure out getting movers and trying to find storage. Like, I just wanted it to be a transition, where, yeah, okay, I have my movers, check. Okay, my move-in date at my place is here, check. Okay, if it's before my lease is up here, which likely it will be, then I will pay the reletting fee, and that is fine. I am willing to do that um, because I will be in the position to do so. But I just wanted to come do a general reading because I don't know if I did any videos this week. I think I did Sunday. But I just wanted to do a general reading just to get a gist of the energy for the fire signs. I'll do water and I will do air. And I had a very, very strange discovery also. Um, so, I'm kind of getting into astrology and birth charts and things of that nature. You don't realize how much those things really can impact you. Um, it's always up to you on, whether or not you want to resonate with it. But from the things that I've read on my chart, it resonates a lot about my personality. Um, but I recently found out that I'm not a Pisces rising and that I'm an Aquarius rising. And I had to sit with that for a moment. I felt really irritated because I was just like, I resonate way more with like Pisces, like water, I love Pisces. Um, Two of my, closest people to me are Pisces. Two of some of the closest people to me are Pisces, and I just love them. Um, excuse me. Um, but yeah, Aquarius rising. But at the same time, like, it's fine because it's like we're in the age of Aquarius. We came from Pisces. So it really kind of is, it's kind of fitting, honestly. If you think about it, um, your rising sign, they say it's debatable because they say that some of the characteristics you kind of grow out of. Um, and with me going through all of these transitions, I did spend a lot of time thinking that I was a Pisces rising. And to be in this different mindset and to know that I'm an Aquarius rising is actually kind of fitting. It really kind of is. Um, I feel like Aquariuses are very rare. Like, I mean, of course, there's a lot of people who are probably Aquariuses, but their characteristics are just different. They're very, very analytical, very, very, like, they're kind of like, I don't know. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research. And, but based off of what I read about the Aquarius and the placement in my chart, it was fitting for how I am. So, you know, it takes a little bit of getting used to. I never thought it. I never thought that I was an Aquarius rising. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm still a Leo. All my other placements are pretty much the same except for the Cancer placement. I think it moved to a different house. I have to, let me look. Let me look at my phone. So it went from, oh yeah, and this app, if you can see, it's called CoStar. You should download it. It's really helpful. It lets you see your birth chart once you put in your time and the day and stuff that you were born. So I have Jupiter, I have Cancer in the 5th house. Before it was in the 4th house. So yeah, the main signs in my chart are Aquarius, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Capricorn. So I still have pretty much all of the elements because I have water, I have fire, and I have air. Fire, water, and earth. Did I say earth? Anyways, this new discovery, it was interesting. It was very, very, very interesting. If you don't know what your rising sign is, like, on here, I'm just going to read what it says. It says, your ascendant is the mask you present to people. It can be seen in your personal style and how you come off to people when you first meet. Some say it becomes less relevant as you get older. It changes every 2 hours, so if it doesn't make sense, reconfirm your birth time to be sure. Your ascendant, my ascendant is in Aquarius, meaning I come across as broad-minded, intellectual, and prone to abstraction. Though somewhat detached or abrupt in my dealings with the real world, I'm unconventional. My unconventional interests may seem eccentric or pretentious to others. And that's a fact. That's actually a big fact. I also did another, my draconian chart, and I am a Cancer, I think. Let me look real quick. I don't know, but the whole astrology thing, like, it's really interesting when you really kind of dig into it. You have to have time to do it though, because it's not something that you can just look at and just like rush. It's something that you have to like want to understand. Um, yeah, let me see. No, the draconic, I am. I don't know. I'll have to look again. But, anyways, let me get into this because I could rant and ramble about this all day. This weather is just so crazy. I do have my incense here. All right. Sorry if I'm sniffling and stuff, or if I sound snot nosed. Low key, I am. I'm telling you, this weather is crazy. I have on my jacket because I like my jacket, so mind your business. I'm inside, obviously. And it's actually relatively warm, but just mind your business. So, before we start, I'm going to get into the affirmations. You know, we always need a good old affirmation, right? You'll grow beautifully in your own way. I am a beautiful soul. All right, and on the back of, if I could not throw it, give me 1 second. On the back of it says, I am beautiful inside and out, so much so that I am able to see the beauty in everything. There is always beauty in the struggle. And when I looked at that, it was 11:11 on my timer. I choose to be happy and love myself today. I have a voice. Ooh, can you see that? I have a voice that matters. And at the bottom, I create the life that I dream of. Oh, it's all, ugh. All right. So, let's get into this. Divine Spirit, thank you for guiding me to give the messages to the lovely fire signs. Please give us the strength, the wisdom, and the courage, and the serenity that we need in this lifetime. And in the next, shall we decide to return. Thank you, Divine Spirit. First card is the Knight of Cups. I just heard they're not coming empty-handed. Or they are coming empty-handed. Yeah, Temperance. Why is it? Can y'all see that? Okay, Temperance. Oh no, I'm sorry. Judgment. But Temperance is the same kind of energy to me. Temperance is the need to balance things out. But judgment is the same thing, because if you think of it in the logical perspective, or logical aspect, where you go to court and the judge has to rule over something, but they only rule supposedly after they get all of the evidence and all of the things. So they're balancing things out, but there's empty cup. Something is empty, and it leads to this Four of Cups feeling. However, even with the Four of Cups, there's still one more cup. But Spirit is just saying you need to rest. There needs to be some time for rest and recollection and reflection. Page of Swords and Eight of Wands. Yeah, Take a rest because there are people that are, or there's information or things that are coming in rather quickly that might not seem super duper favorable, but we still have this and this. With this card, it can speak of childhood things. It's not in the reverse, so I won't necessarily say childhood traumas. But with the swords, this card could, in some decks, it speaks of being a wish fulfillment or like a wish card. But most of the time, I take it as like a sword, just what it is. So it's something from the past that you're needing to use your intuition to be able to move away from. And at the bottom we have the Devil card. Absolutely. Spirit is offering you a brand new beginning. Because something needs to end. Yeah. You've put in a lot of work for something. I don't know why it's not showing up. You've put in a lot of work for something. And you've been hoping for things. You've been weighing things out. Like I said, this was the Temperance card. And the reason why I thought so is because this is the same person. This is the same angel. So to me, either Spirit already told you, like, this needs to happen, you need to cut this, this, and this out, or this person is not good for you, or this situation is not conducive to you, and you were not listening. And so they had to put you in a position to where it triggered something within your childhood wounds to make you tap into your intuition so that you could hear what they're saying, so that they could push you in the right direction, to get away from this energy that is keeping you bound. You have to end it. Whether it's a mindset, whether it's a poverty mindset, it's done. It made you, it took you a lot longer because you've been in that place. But Spirit is saying that you're done with all of that because they've given you the opportunities to move away from that. They're giving you a golden opportunity. A brand new ace for a brand new place and space to be in. Place physically, space mentally. Everything that you're getting rid of, they are replacing it with something better. And when they put us, when we go through that, and sometimes we trigger it ourselves, it sucks. Like, it sucks. It really does. But I don't know why these cards are okay. But with the Page of Pentacles, there's good news. There's good things coming in. There's good things that are coming in. I feel like the worst is over. The worst part of everything that you've experienced is over. You are getting ready to walk into brand new. Can you see that? I feel like my camera is like, maybe it's the light. The Star, you have brand new beginnings, like wish fulfillment, the things that you have been thinking that you can do. You're able to do. Page of Cups, absolutely. I feel like that's a positive card. Like, you have a lot of positivity, but from what I'm seeing, the positive things, there are about 4 positive cards and, well, maybe 5 positive cards, but no. It's about perspective. It's about perspective and how you choose to show up and how you choose to see things. You can look at it as, woe is me, licking your wounds. Oh my gosh, life is always happening to me and never for me. This kind of energy, this 5 of Swords energy, where you really have a lot to look forward to. You really have a lot that you've gained, a lot that you've learned, a lot that you've lost as well, but so much more to gain, that you have to be able to stand in your power and know that everything that is coming for you is directly and divinely for you. Nobody can take away anything that you want. Nobody can take it away. You have the free will to give it away. Why you would do that, I don't know. But that self-sabotaging energy, you need to come into union with yourself. Marry your divine masculine and divine feminine. They need to be in union within you. King of Swords. Don't be non-reciprocal. If something shows up and it makes you feel uncomfortable from your past, it triggers you, stand in your power and let them know. Speak your truth. You hold no power over me. You hold no governance over me, my mind, body, nor my spirit. Whatever it is, like whatever it is, person, place, thing, situation. Now, don't be brash about it, but speak your truth. Speak your truth. Stand firm. Stand firm. You owe it to yourself to do that. Show up for you. Because nobody can show up for you unless you do first. You are the sun. That's definitely Aries energy. Stay out of illusion. Stay out of your head about stuff that you think should have gone better. There's the Leo. Stand in your strength. Okay? The world is your oyster. Okay? Like, you're so worthy of everything that you desire. You have to remember that. You have to remember that. Stay out of your head about things that did not work out from the past. Stay out of your head about being so abrasive with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. The wheel is turning in your favor. You literally have just so many brand new beginnings, but you have to be willing. Like, do not overgive. Work hard, but on you. Don't be so quick to rekindle with people that you know don't have your best interest. Don't be so quick to need validation that you're just willing to forget about the morals and the things that you have struggled with to grow out of. You're so much better than that. You are so worthy of everything that you desire. If you could just see. If you could just see. If you don't, Spirit will make you see, and you're going to be continuously having tower moments, and you're going to be trying to figure out, what am I doing? Like, what did I do? Like, what's going on? But even with that, it requires perspective. It requires you to look at the bigger picture and see how you may have contributed to your own demise in some way. Whether it's you within you, or whether it's you allowing other people to speak over your lives things that are not true. Like, I'm telling you, whenever I feel like I'm speaking to someone And they may not be aware of how I understand the universe. Likely they're not, because I'm having to cancel out everything that they say. They might say something, you know, I don't know. Like, I experience it so often with people just saying shit. And I'm just like, okay. But before, I would let it penetrate my aura. I would let it get to me. But now I'm able to hear what people say and really, really hear what they mean under what they say or what they don't say. And so if there is something that they say that they meant and they try to pretend like they didn't mean it, I know that they did, and therefore I immediately cancel that shit. I literally, as soon before the thought can even penetrate anything, I'm like, cancel. You're not about to speak that over my life. You're not. You're not about to speak that over my life. I'm good. You can keep that to yourself. Like, it's crazy. And because of that, I'm able to find this. When you start doing that, you will be able to find your own 10 of cups within you. You see how there's a woman and a man and the children? That's the divine masculine and the divine feminine and the children, your inner child. A lot of us, I just did a video on shame. A lot of us have inherited, hell, we've inherited a lot of shame. And we never even realized it. It was never brought up to us until we can't figure out why we can't keep a good relationship, or we can't figure out why we keep on sabotaging ourselves, because it was programmed into us. Because people before didn't know, like, it's okay to go see a therapist. It's okay to heal things. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to say no. It's okay. It's safe. You're safe. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm trying to stretch. All right, so let's get some clarifying cards here. African goddesses. They said that they wanted to be used today for our highest good, that is. Brazen, Citra, show up for you. Be unapologetically you. We are fire signs. We automatically do that. We walk in the room and people get so uncomfortable. People get so uncomfortable. Now, depending on, different factors, like I was just mentioning, your rising sign, your Venus, your moon, you could show up in a completely different way. But as fire signs, it's usually pretty obvious. I feel like conversationally wise, intellectually, I may or may not come off as a Leo. I'll take that Aquarius part, because Aquarians are very smart. They're very, very intellectual, very, very knowledgeable about a lot of things. Um, they understand pretty much everything. So if you find one that is a blatant asshole, it is a choice. They made that choice. It's not an unconscious thing. They're doing it consciously because they are very it's like calculated, but it's not calculated because air is, it can change at any time. It's weird. It's weird. That's why it's hard to describe them. Like, it really is. That's why I said that they're rare, they're different. Because it's hard to describe them. Miracles, yes. Miracles. I'm gonna read about her. Her name is Aizan. Aizan. Number 42. 4 and 2 makes what? 6? We're in the year of 6. 6 is about reciprocal energy. So expect miracles. And I can tell you, that's actual and factual because I literally have experienced that. And, you know, logically I could say, oh, well, it's not a miracle, but I choose to raise my vibration to think that because that aligns me with receiving more things that are miracle-like. You know, it aligns me with that. And I am willing to do that. A miracle can be anything that you were praying for that you didn't know that you were going to get. That's it. We have Nana Baluku seasons. Seasons come and seasons go. Good things come and good things go, but it's always a cycle. So when you've experienced the tower moments or you've experienced things that were unfavorable, it was something that you needed to learn, but it's still always going to be about perspective. If you're not setting yourself up to even be open to understand why this situation may have occurred, then you're going to keep on going through it and it's going to get worse and worse and worse until you start trying to understand. When you start trying to understand why this may be happening, it can make things a little bit easier. Although you may not always come up with an answer right away, but just to know, like, you know what, this is for the betterment of me. I know that the divine has my back. I know that everything that is for me is for me. So therefore, I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about how am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? Like, I literally had to sit myself down. And it seems like the moment that I really, really had a good solid 2 weeks of thinking that way, everything just came together. I stopped worrying about how I was going to move, how I was going to do this, how I was going to do that, and it all came back together for me. And we have Tituba. She's been coming up a lot. And I feel like I need to do more research on her or something because she's been coming up a lot. Tituba is about feeling safe. And I'm also getting security. Financial security. We're coming into a financially secure season in our life that will give us much joy. After the times that we've experienced, and it's been hard, you know, it's been difficult. We've been faced with our own demons, you know, or whatever you want to call it, our own challenges. We've been faced with them. We've been forced to be accountable for the things that we may have played a part in. And in doing so, it hurt. It hurts when you look back in the mirror and the only person looking back is you. But you know what hurts even more is when you don't have the ability to understand and take accountability. Because guess what? Then that turns into it's everybody else's fault. The divine knows that we're coming into this place of awakening. We're divine. Yep. Wounded healer, absolutely. Sekhmet, fire. She's a fire sign. I believe she's a Leo. I mean, she's a cat and everything, but doesn't always necessarily mean that she has to be a Leo. But I believe she is a Leo. That's why I really like her. I'm gonna get her tattooed on me. I think I said that before, but she's going on my arm. Yep. Anyways, and then we have Queen Nefertiti, alchemy. This is where that whole thing of perspective comes in. When you have the ability to shift your perspective and transmute energy, it takes you a lot further versus staying in a place of not feeling worthy, feeling unsure, staying in your... There's nothing wrong with being a wounded healer because you have to be wounded in order to even be a healer. Healers go through some of the worst agonizing pain like ever. But it takes us to go through that in order to be able to guide other people to their own healing. A lot of times healers they're the medicine men, the medicine woman, the shamans, the witch doctors. Healing is not always physical. It's not always the tinctures and the herbs and all that. It is, a lot of it is. But a lot of the healing starts from within first. If you're not working on yourself internally, you'll never be able to appreciate what has shown up for you externally. And that's just how it goes. If you're not able to see the blessings and even the struggle, you'll never be able to see the bigger picture. Because you'll never be satisfied. That's just how it goes. That creates liberation. When you're able to have a clear perspective of what may be going on in your life by taking accountability, it gives you liberation because then you realize it was never anybody else's fault. It was me. And guess what? It's going to be me who gets me to where I want to be. Period. Bars. All day. But really, like, I'm not here to be a preacher. I'm just here to speak the truth. I'm just here to speak my truth. I'm here to show people, like I have been saying, that it is safe for you to be you. Forget what anybody else has to say. Forget what anybody else thinks. It's about what you think about you. And if you don't think so highly of yourself, you definitely have to start working on that. I'm not even going to judge you for it because I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm perfect, because I still have a whole shitload of things that I have to work on and that I'm currently working through. But it's so liberating to have even the smallest of wins. What seems small to my neighbor or anybody is huge for me. It's like moving mountains, because when I tell you, like, I didn't know what I was going to do. Like, I knew what I was going to do, but it wasn't what I wanted to do. But I was willing to do it. And I was just like, you know what? Whatever. I'll do what I got to do and, get my money up, and I'll be able to move to where I want to move. And that's still going to happen. But I believe that Spirit is putting me in a place to where I'll be able to transition into that instead of being rushed out. Literally, I feel as though my thinking has literally shifted my whole, it shifted a whole, what is it, something. It shifted some shit for me. It did. It really did. Because I could tell you, and not to belittle who I used to be, and because I love her too. I love every version of myself. But I would be so doubtful and have such a scarcity mindset that I would just be in pain. But as I released the resistance, it was just easier for me to accept whatever it was that I didn't really understand. There's so much liberation in that. So we're going to read about miracles. Let me get my handy dandy book. She is number 42. As I mentioned, that 42 breaks down to 6, which we are in the year of 6. 2022 is the year of 6, which equals reciprocal energy, love, Jupiter expanding, those things. So let me find her. All right. Excuse me. All right. Ayazan, goddess of miracles. She's from Hades. Her temple is the High Priestess. I pulled the High Priestess in the tarot deck and the tarot spread. So it definitely resonates. And if you look at it, she's in the same position as the High Priestess. I don't know if I could find the High Priestess card. She's literally in the same position. She has the, what are those things called? The little things on the side. She has all of the same things as the High Priestess. She does. And just looking at her, she looks so abundant. She looks all-knowing. She has, it looks like, yeah, this gives me Ace of Cups energy too. It's weird how whenever you do readings and you start to look at the cards, you start to notice different things. Because I've only had this Oracle deck for right at a month now, I think. And I've looked at all the cards and I've kind of looked at the backgrounds, but I've never really, really gazed at it the way that I'm looking at it. And these back here give me Ace of Cups energy. And we're talking about miracles. The cup is full. It's full. Your cup is full. Our cups are full. So therefore, we're going to be put in a position to be able to help. That is the energy of reciprocal energy. All right. Her temple is the High Priestess. Her element is the bush. Mambo Priestess Ayazan is the wise Haitian Iwa deity, queen of the market, riches, and sacred initiations. Respect her as the highly venerated spirit of the first priestess. Ashe. Ayazan's guidance. You are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe all things are possible? Dare to dream bigger. Now, what did I say? I just said that your thoughts, like, literally can shift. They can shift shit for you. So if you're in a lower vibration and don't beat yourself up if you are, just find ways to get out of it. That's it. The embodiment. You claim you want miracles, but you take an "I'll believe it when I see it" approach. What if you see it after you believe it? Okay? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self. Do what awakens your soul and have your desires. This is life's miracles. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. The goddess declaration or affirmation is, my life is full of miracles. Listen. And I'm looking at it and it's 44, 44, 44. 4, 4, 4, 4. Yeah. So it's like, it's just, it resonates so much. just with the whole message. Like, we faced obstacles, we've gone through things, we've grown through things, we're getting through things. We were the wounded healer, okay? Sekhmet, we were the wounded healer, but we are learning to alchemize, okay? And that brought us joy. We're feeling safe. We know that it's a new season, and it gives us liberation. Like, and I'm going to read about liberation too. This video is longer than I intended, but okay. All right, 37. And 37 breaks down to 10. You want to think of the tarot, 10 of cups is like everything: love, happiness, health, wealth, abundance. With the cups, like, okay, I don't know if you hear me. I just don't know. Pardon me, my phone's ringing. Or is it 37? Is that 37? Oh, yes, it is. Okay. She is Queen Mother Nani, goddess of liberation, and she's from the Maroons or Jamaica. Her temple is the Queen's, and her element is fire. Can't make this shit up. Queen Mother Nani of the Maroons was a spiritual leader, military strategist, and Why can I not read? Revolutionary. This Ashanti healer was brought to Jamaica in chains and escaped to lead rebellions. Nani helped to free over 800 enslaved people. Break free. Oh, her guidance says, break free. Your dreams hold the power and keys to your liberation. You are freedom herself. Rise up. Her embodiment, or the embodiment. You deserve to feel free. What do you imagine for yourself? Daring to manifest your dreams is a part of personal liberation. Find your own personal liberation codes in your soul's unspoken desires. Life is too short to live within someone else's joy. Divine blessings and magic are on your side. Enjoying your freedom fully is the best gift to your ancestors. Goddess declaration. My dreams empower me. My dreams empower me. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What are things that you want to work on? Some of mine are to get in better shape physically. Like, to go and have a committed routine to go to the gym, to just really love on my body even more. We only get one. And for me to truly just love myself so unapologetically, even more than I have, that's one of my dreams. And it's more of a goal, but it's still a dream because I'm not there yet. So let me get comfortable. Take off my shoes. Sorry. I literally came home after dropping off my kids and said, I need to do a video. I need to do videos. I need to give some messages. Like, boom, we have wishes fulfilled and air. So coming in quick. I am leaving a legacy of love. Big facts. Big facts. Gotta blame it on my juice. Lizzo. That's a Lizzo song. Taking care of myself is not selfish. It's necessary for me to be a great mom, great person, great friend. I choose peace over panic and truth over illusions. Inner. Meaning, when life does not seem so favorable and we don't know how the hell we're going to get out of it, who comes in to talk to you first? Your highest self to tell you in a calm voice that it's okay, like you're going to be fine? Or is it your shadow self that has not been loved on yet to tell you, you done messed up, you about to lose everything, like you might as well like count yourself out because you're not worth it? Who comes in? Be sure to choose peace over panic and truth over illusions. Because even your ego will talk you down. Even your ego will talk you out of taking a new opportunity because your ego is there to protect you. Always choose truth. Tap into your higher self. Tap into your spirit guides. We have freedom. It's clear. It's apparent. We are free. The chains that we were bound to, that devil energy that we were bound to, and I really feel like it was an inner thing, we are free. We are freeing ourselves. If you're listening to this, you're free. Or you're going to be free very, very soon. We have who doesn't love love, who can truly be whom they are without love. For yourself. For yourself. Of course, for everyone else. You know, for living things and human beings and things of that nature. But for yourself first. Because if you don't have it to give to yourself, how in the hell can you give it to anybody else? You cannot give to an empty cup from an empty cup. You just can't. You're going to get... You're not going to get nothing. Nothing. You're going to get... That's all you're going to get. Nothing. Beauty ritual. It's time for the ladies and gents to do a beauty ritual. Go get your hair cut. Do a face mask. Yoni steam. Like any of that stuff. Things that make you feel beautiful or attractive. And I am a motherfucking goddess. And as are you. Don't forget to raise your vibration. Blessed jewels shine. Probably thinking I'm a telekinetic. Oh, you a fan of the magic. We out here looking magical. Because we are. And comparing yourself to another is an insult to you. We don't do that here. We don't do that here. Anyways, this was a wonderful reading. We have faced many, many moons of obstacles, but we're finally going within to love ourselves even deeply, to understand that the things that we have experienced are to build us up to be better human beings for ourselves and for those around us. And when we do that, our light shines, and therefore we show other people that it's okay to shine their light. And that's what I'm here for. So if I was able to do that for you, I feel so humbly blessed to be able to speak life into anybody. My name is Magical Shante 888. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. I may put my Cash App down there. If not, you can look up one of my other videos or on my channel. And my PayPal and my Cash App is there if you want to donate to my channel, you know. It's the year of 6, reciprocal energy, right? All right, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. This is Magical Shante 888. I'm wishing you much love, peace, and blessings. And I'm out.